Hi friends, it's Nirmal back again with a beautiful orchid video today. Today we'll be looking at a native or endemic orchid called Dendrobium crumenatum or pigeon orchid. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Friends, if you like my content, do subscribe to the channel and support the channel by giving a like for this video. Also, press the bell notification button for further updates. Dendrobium crumenatum is a naturally occurring dendrobium species orchid that is found in tropical parts of the world. It's very closely related to the very loved and commonly grown dendrobiums. When it comes to hybrid orchids that you get from the shop, that's much more tougher. You have to really care for them, you have to fertilize them. But this one, these guys will take care of themselves, flower for you freely, and is much more rewarding. Friends, I already have 2-3 videos regarding native orchids, and I'll leave a link to those videos in the notification bar, so feel free to check it out. Crumenatum is also a naturally occurring dendrobium species which is very commonly found in Kerala. Native orchids prove to be much more easier to care for and will flower for you freely when the time comes. They have a season usually. This guy in particular flowers frequently through the year because of a certain temperature shift. So guys, what you're seeing right now is the buds just before the day of blooming. The buds develop very fast on the flower stalks and it's not very easy to catch them in an initial stage. Usually orchid buds develop with a lot of time. It takes weeks for some species to develop their buds to reach a blooming stage, but this particular species do it very fast. So guys, this is what a Dendrobium crumenatum or a pigeon orchid looks like. An individual flower from the inflorescence will look like this. Another attractive feature of this species of Dendrobium is that they coordinate and open all their mature buds on the same day, which gives a very beautiful display of white blooms. The next best thing about this species is that they are very fragrant and the flowers will perfume your entire garden. So now I'm showing you guys the footage of a spent bloom. Do you guys see a resemblance to the structure of this? So this is why it's called a pigeon orchid. Once the flowers are bloomed and they have spent, they curl up into a structure that resembles a pigeon perching on a stem or something. So this is the reason why it's called a pigeon orchid. In most orchid species, the blooming is initiated because of a difference in temperature. Usually a cooler night would trigger the buds to start developing. Same goes for this species as well. If you notice that there is a rain or a drop in nighttime temperature, approximately 9 to 10 days from that night, you'll have the flowers. And another important and wonderful feature about this species is that they coordinate their blooming all around the region. That means if you have more than one cluster of these orchids growing in your garden, all of them will be flowering on the same day. The one and only drawback that I can find for this species is that the flowers are very short-lived, only for a single day. So once a new cane develops and matures, they produce this long spike which remains there without any buds until the time they receive a change in temperature, which triggers the buds to mature, and within 10 days you can see the blooms. They easily produce a lot of kekis as well, so propagating this orchid will not be so tough. You can just cut off one of these kekis and replant them either in media or most preferably mount them on a tree. One main factor to keep in mind while growing this species is not to grow them indoors. They need that change in temperature and all that climatic variations to induce blooming. If you grow them indoors and protect them from all those variations, the plant might not bloom for you. They need high levels of light for proper growth and flowering. Grow them in a space where they get full sun to medium shade, but never grow them in a very deeply shaded or dark area. Any other care tip that I can impart is just water them daily once. I spray them down or hose them down, and that's all I do. I never fertilize this orchid because they are totally taking whatever fertilizers and minerals from the water as well as the air. They produce copious amounts of thread like roots that dangle from the plant, just like a Spanish moss. They also store water in pseudobulbs that you can see right now. According to the climate, during the monsoon as well as the dry season, the bulbs shrivel up as well as plump up. That indicates how much water the plant is receiving. So friends, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was about this native Dendrobium orchid. So if you have any more doubts, you can ping me below in the comment section below. Until next time, it's Nirmal signing off.